Hey, what's up, everyone? Come on in. This is,
TaijhTV.
and welcome to my podcast. Today's topic Klaus Schwab. That's the man on the screen. This is the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, which was established in 1971. In 1998, he's a co founder with his wife for the Foundation for Social uh, Entrepreneurship. 2004, founder Forum of the Young Global Leaders. Many politicians have been through that. Justin Trudeau in Canada, Tulsi Gabbard. This is the new wave. Globalization. This is why he's the topic. Globalization. Klaus Schwab, to me, he has a thing for China, and not in a bad way. Now, if you are a regular for the Taj TV episode or Taj TV podcast, you have seen me talk about the fourth industrial revolution and how the BRICS nations will lead the way. The reason why I feel like the BRICS nations will lead the way is because of China and only China. Russia is the arms of the BRICS nation. There's no secret there. They're the big distraction with the Ukraine. Oh, this is all planned. It's all planned. Putin is a contributor to the World Economic Forum. Jinping, all these fuckers in the BRICS nations, even America. But Klaus Schwab is the mastermind. He's been planning this shit up since the 70s. Now, if you believe in the Illuminati, he would be one of them. He would be, there's no doubt about it. Klaus Schwab, since the 70s, since sci fi exploded, has been on a mission of globalization, taking away the sovereignty of nationality and introducing a new doctrine of globalization. Let, let's hear a little bit of Klaus Schwab from his own mouth, what he wants and what he is embarking on. Our common future, as in the world, the globe. But to me, the thing that sticks out with Klaus Schwab is his boner for China. Oh, he loves China. He has business in China. He have homes in China. The way to talk about China compared to the United States worries me because I live in the United States. Are we being put on the back burner for the Chinese uprise, which I think has already happened? I think many Americans just don't see it or understand it yet. But Klaus Schwab, a man who builds and orchestrates world events, world affairs, wants China to lead this fourth industrial revolution. This is Klaus Schwab on a Chinese news TV network. Listen to what he says about globalization, or really just about China and the role that China will have in this new world. Remember that. A systemic change of the world. He has to build, create, and define what the new world will look like. This man has been doing this since the 70s. China is a role model for many countries. Who are those countries? Why did it only take China 40 years to gain the dominance in which it has today? Who is helping China? The Chinese model is an attractive model for all countries. You see, many of you still think this is a conspiracy, the New World Order. It's a conspiracy. No, no, no. The world changes so many decades. I've already went through this. There's been tons of New World Orders. But this fourth industrial revolution, this cashless society, is going to be one to not be fucked with. There is no going back. Once we get to this AI digital way of life, there is no fucking going back. There is none. Let's listen to Klaus Schwab again. They're in the midst of a transformation process. So when people tell you that you're early or that it's early, they're a fucking lying. This has been happening since the 70s. Agenda 2030, I've already talked about. Go scroll down my playlist. It's already in progress. We're almost at the fucking finish line. And from what I'm seeing, they're trying to speed this fucking shit up because the unknowing might happen and it might fuck with it and delay it again. And yes, it did get delayed with Donald Trump. You see, you have to understand Donald Trump, he's a part of this too. He has no exception in this. If you believe once again in a secret society, you don't get to be Donald Trump without being in that, without making friends in that. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, Donald Trump is a part of this. But the thing that stuck out with him, that resonated with Americans, was he wanted America to lead the way and this new world order, which we've already done. This is why we've been living high on the hog. This is why the American dollar is at this point in time the world's reserve currency. So no, this is no longer a fucking conspiracy. This is happening. But this man wants China to lead the way. He just told you right there. The leadership role that China will assume in constructing the new world. It's no secret. It's not a fucking secret. Now, me, I don't give a fuck on some real shit if China's leading the world in this or not. I just want to look out for me and my people, my family. I'm not one of those Americans that are just so wrapped up in the American flag. Oh, there's no other way of life. I'll die for this. No, because you don't have a fucking say in this. You don't have a fucking say in this. No, this is about unifying the world. This is about fulfilling prophecy. And nobody will be in the way of that. No one will get in the fucking way of fulfilling prophecy. That's a fact. Now, this is him talking to world leaders. Now, how can a man who hasn't been voted in any government reign this much power over world leaders? Like I said, this is no longer conspiracy. This is facts. I don't even think he hides it. I mean, there's nothing to hide. He's an architect. I mean, that's just plainly put. He's building the new world. He's been doing it since the 70s. But how does one man gain so much power? He wrote a fucking book called The Fourth Industrial Revolution, but yet governments around the world will label you a conspiracy theorist if you bring it up. Remarkable. I've been telling you. I told you crypto will play a massive role in the new world going forward. I've been telling you. Let me pat myself on the back. Drones, AI, robots, crypto, algorithms. If you haven't been noticing this shit in the last 5 years, if you haven't been noticing these people in charge fucking deploying this shit, running stress tests, either it's mandatory lockdowns and drones are flying around China telling people to get the fuck inside, or it's a cashless society in which you were getting paid digital money, which the Federal Reserve now admits. They stress test us with COVID. It's no fucking secret. It's not a conspiracy. Many of you are unprepared because you fail to understand how important this thing is to them, not necessarily me and you. You see, we got to do it anyways. We're society. We are the oil in which they need, and the oil in which they need is data or data. They need our data. That's the new fucking currency. That's the new oil. In part, in which why going green is just a facade. They don't give a fuck about going green. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't. They don't give a fuck about you going to work. Klaus Schwab admits that many jobs will be lost once this thing is complete. No, no, no. What they give a fuck about, in part of going green, is the robots, the algorithms, the drones, the limiting human society from everyday life, the control that they will have over you without even knowing you. And quite frankly, they don't have to know you anymore. Politicians will change, money will change, the way hospitals run will change. I've already shown you this in previous videos, but many of you are still unprepared. I talked to a couple friends of mine about crypto and robotics and all this shit. They laugh. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm insane. They think I have a screw loose. Oh, they love saying, "Oh, Tosh, you just been hanging out with them whites too long." No, no, it has nothing to do with that. I'm not woke, but nigga, I ain't sleep. If that makes sense. I'm not woke, but I ain't sleep. Oh, by the way, what I just said about the drones, algorithms, yada yada yada. Look at this backdrop here. If you think I'm bullshitting when I say that, look at this backdrop. A backdrop. Yes, please, Klaus, go on and on. Please tell us how to be relevant in the new world order. Of course, you won't go on and on. No, you're going to give us talking points like many world leaders do. This is why Klaus Schwab does not come on American TV. All the news clips I researched of him were on a foreign news station. That tells me America's taking a fucking back seat. And he only talks talking points. He'll admit to you, some of you were right. But we're not going to tell you what about some of you being right is 100% right. We're not going to tell you the crypto to buy. We're not going to tell you the companies to invest in before they try to go fucking private. No, we're not going to tell you any of that. We're not going to tell you on how you won't own a vehicle because my taxi service will come get you. My self-driving taxi service will come get you. No, no, no. It's just talking points with these people. If you want that money, you got to risk it for the biscuit. And I'm just being honest. Oh yeah, Neuralink, he's really big into that, putting chips and shit in people's brains, which Elon Musk is doing human trials 2023 if he's not already done them and just hasn't told anyone. But he's really big in Neuralink chips, all that shit. No, 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 no. This man wants 100% control. And if he wants 100% control and he wants China to lead the way, that means China will have 100% of influence over the world. And remember, I've told you the greatest power anybody can possess is influence. China's leaving their mark, and it will be an everlasting mark. I hate how they do these fucking examples. Just think of an ant. The robots wouldn't care about you just like you don't care about an ant. Just think of Uber or Airbnb. Those were massive. Talking about. No, the change is in the software, which is the crypto. The software is the crypto. That is the change. Machine learning, cashless, borderless payments. All this is digital. These cryptos, they're going to be the payments for the robots. Everyone knows it. Everyone who's keeping up with this knows it. But yet many of you, 90 fucking 5% of the world thinks this is pure bullshit. That's why you will continue to be the sheep. You will continue to be the slave. Fuck that. This is an opportunity for me to progress up the social ladder, so to speak. Then I'm going to do it. Again, I don't care if China runs the world. I really don't. As long as I have a seat at a table that's eating turkey and not chitlins. Just being honest. I don't want that poor man's food. I want that rich man food. They're going to change the human. Transhumanism. They're going to change the fucking human. And China is going to lead the fucking way. Now that is Klaus Schwab, everyone. I think a lot of my subscriber base or the people who watch my videos understand who Klaus Schwab is. But do they understand the influence in which China already has over the world? Talk about a cashless society. China orders banks to hold less cash to shore up alien economy. No. It should say China orders banks to hold less cash because the digital yuan is flourishing. Digital money, cashless money is flourishing. The technology, the software in which to pay these robots to conduct normal services human would do is thriving. Programmable money is thriving, I should say. Here goes greasy old America. America banks have too much cash. See the narrative? They put the narrative out there. China going cashless? Oh, yeah, America has too much cash. They're putting the narrative out there. This is not conspiracy when they themselves are telling us. Here's the digital yuan. Just a little bit, a little sample of it. This is how they're going to get this digital currency flowing through their economy, which it's already doing. I guarantee you. The Winter Olympics was when? A year ago? 2 years ago? Something like that. That digital yuan's flourishing in that economy. The mass surveillance that China already has is unstoppable now. But again, many of you will feel like this is conspiracy when they tell you what it is. I like how she says this will mostly be used for retail, yada, yada, yada. But what she's not telling you is that retail will be through an algorithmic software that will no longer need a human to operate. I wish they would tell you the truth when it comes to this AIs and these robots and these algorithms and shit. I wish that they cared so much about us, but they do not. So that was what, 2 years ago that they finally came out and said something about the digital yuan. Now here's the American currency. This was just what, a week ago? The cross border will be from us to the robots, from consumer to robots. We already have cross border payments. MoneyGram, which already uses a crypto, Stellar XLM, Ripple XRP, already in use. So fucking miss me with the bullshit. No, no, no. This borderless payments. No, this is for the robots, algorithms, and drones. But do you like how they started that in America? Now, this was like a week or two ago. Wall Street will be using stress testing. What? What? Why the fuck is Wall Street stress testing the digital dollar for? Why? What shouldn't that be us? Shouldn't that be the consumer? Maybe they've already stress tested with us with the COVID payments. Those digital money that was just getting uploaded into your fucking bank account. Remember when Donald Trump sent out checks and they all got pissed off at him? Oh, he's right. He wants to be a dictator. He's writing his name on all the checks. No, what they were really mad about is he was fucking not wanting to fucking do this digital dollar. China bans crypto. So what you have over there is what you have. Many of them will be wealthy. In America, we don't have to ban it. We don't have to ban it. What we do is scare Americans from buying it. See, in America, they can't just ban it. Again, this is why Klaus Schwab prefers China over America. They can't just ban this shit here. We are the world, are the country of free and fair trade, right? They can't just fucking ban it. Now, what they can do is scare you, have a Great Depression because of it, and then make it to where you have to be an accredited investor to buy it, which I think that's where we're going. If you look at the Great Depression and what they did there, it's exactly what they did. And it worked. No pushback at all. China doesn't have to go through hoops like that. One day you can buy it, next day, nope, illegal. Again, that's why Klaus Schwab prefers China over America. But do you see? Do you see how America is following the footsteps of China? I mean, Klaus Schwab did say China's leading the fourth industrial revolution. Maybe Klaus Schwab gave the okay for China to have police stations in all these nations. Look at all these nations right here. These are the nations in which China has police stations. America. Wow. The police country itself, the police state itself has Chinese national fucking police in it. You don't believe me? Listen. Mm, mm. Sounds like the Chinese government putting it down across the world. I've already told you about Chinese soldier robots and American soldier robots, but look at this Chinese police robots that are made to kill. Oh, my bad. First, we'll get to the story with the Chinese drones in DC. You have Chinese police stations in this nation, and now China has fucking sent out the drones capturing everyone's data. They don't need TikTok anymore. And by the way, Trump was right about TikTok, wasn't he? Hmm. Don't you like it how American politicians downplay anything with China? Haven't you gotten used to it? Whenever it's China, let's downplay it. Whenever it's Russia, let's escalate it. It's clear that the Chinese government, the Chinese people will lead us into the new world order. Now, here's that drone dropping off that killer fucking robot in China that I was talking about. Police robots that will fucking kill you if you step out of line. You already have Chinese police stations contacting dissidents, telling them that they will smoke them. They have drones flying around all America, so I'm sure those drones deliver certain death shots to certain dissidents that do not go home. And now in their own country, they have killer robot dogs. Let's take a look. They're letting you know shit's about to get real in the field. But don't you like how America comes back on their own? San Francisco, hey, we need killer robots. Take a look. This is our media. Oh, my bad. Oakland. It's still the Bay.
Control robot. It would be similar.
And I love how they have the Chinese man telling the shit. Oh my god. The programming is real. The Chinese American is going to tell us how far fetched it is when his own fucking nation back home is doing it. This is how much they think we are stupid. And many of us are. Many of us are. I don't know everything. I only know what they show me. Now I can throw out conspiracies left and right, so could they. But I show you what they show us. And I form my own opinion about it. I don't wait for anyone to tell me shit. And many of you need to snap out of that dumb shit. You act like babies out here. I have to tell you not to touch the stove. But what I thought was the most funniest was the World Cup. Look at China. Look at their news station. We already have censorship in America, but I thought this was funny. This is the blatant censorship and programming that China has. That the world doing. I thought this was hilarious. Look at that. Look at that. They're putting fake mask over the people's fucking faces. This is Chinese fucking TV. Look, even the replay. Look, they turn it on and off. They turn it on and off. That's how much China doesn't give a fuck. that's how much in control China is. I thought that was funny when I seen it. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching this episode of TaijhTV. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, do all that fly shit. And I will catch you when I catch you. Have a good night. Peace out.